¿Qué es la que hay, Corillo? Este es FLA. Estamos aquí directamente desde InDaSpot. Hoy nos viene un invitado súper especial, un poquito algo diferente para el canal también. This is an artist that has been repping some really dope music, doing his thing. He has a movement called The Heist. And if you don't, or Heist World, and if you don't know it, then now you know. Let's welcome Butch Vega. What's going on, man? Hey, what's going on, man?
Chilling,
How you been?
Getting to it, staying one foot in front of the other, you know?
Amen, amen.
Hell yeah, I'm happy to be here, bro. I like the whole setup. Met the crew. The crew's real cool, everybody.
Hey, man, you
it's
know,
a well-functioned machine over here, I see it.
Trying to make it happen, man, here for the culture, lo que es la música aquí en Atlanta. I might bounce back and forth between in English and Spanish. You know, I know we normally speak how we speak, but definitely glad to have you here. Tell us a little bit. I do want to start before we talk about all the dope shit that's going on with these new records you done dropped and everything that you got going on. I do want our viewers to get to know you a little bit, a little insight, where you come from, where does this love and passion for the music come from. So tell us a little bit about Butch Vega. Where does this Butch Vega artist comes from? Where does it start? Where does it begin?
Shit, it starts in Bogota. I was born in Bogota.
Nice.
Colombia. Came over to Metro Atlanta, Gwinnett at the age of like 2, 3, Club Drive.
Hey.
That was where it touched down at. Then moved around Gwinnett, like further up north. Basically, I say like anywhere from Sewanee to Jimmy Carter, I've been around. You know what I'm saying? Like I've been all around Gwinnett. Like that's home. I know that like my backyard. From there, transitioned really to more being directly in the city. And just been operating music from out here in Atlanta for a minute now, like just
nice.
One step in front of the other. I started listening to hip hop when I was like, motherfucking like 7, 8. My cousin gave me the Chronic and the Doggy Style CDs.
Those are classics. Those are classics.
And after I heard that, I was like, this is the coolest shit in the world. Like, I just want to rap, and been finding my sound and just cultivating my music since.
Nice.
Yep.
So, you say you started pretty much doing the music. Was it mainly and always hip hop?
No, originally I picked up a guitar.
Oh wow!
Yeah.
Okay,
yeah.
So you did some music instruments.
Originally picked up a guitar, like learned how to play like Nirvana shit and like Green Day.
I used to play the bass line for that too. I had to memorize that one time.
It was like Nirvana and Green Day and like a little bit like Stairway to Heaven, the intro. You know what I mean? But after that, I was like, I don't think this is it. This is cool, but this ain't really it. Then I picked up some turntables, and not so much that I was like, I didn't even understand what a DJ did, like as far as like a club DJ or anything like that. Yeah. I just wanted to scratch, you know? And then I was like, like I need to say something. It started with like writing a story. I wrote like a little horror movie when I was like little, and I was like, it was like some kind of click.
So you just been creative.
I kept writing though. Yeah. I was always been creative, but I kept writing, and then that turned into, you know, now instead of like asking my parents for like whatever at Christmas, I'm asking for like, I need a microphone. You know what I mean? Yeah. And then, you know, meeting other people who were into that shit and just, you know, learning, you know, just building that home studio and fucking learning that shit. And, you know, just every day.
Hey, it's a consistent thing, you know. It's like you gotta, when you get that passion for it, it's like you're gonna consume it and try to always become better at it.
Yeah, of course. So it was like, you know, started with the studio, and then it was like, okay, well, what do I need? I'm like, man, everybody was like, you got to make beats too. You got to make beats, then you'll be like this deadly weapon. But I was like, man, I got 6 homeboys who make beats.
Yeah,
you know what I mean? Like I got people. I can find beats. I know where to get beats. I was like, I don't know anybody who does video out here. So it was like I was working like a square job at the time. So I was like, man, let me get this camera. My homeboy wanted to shoot. Okay, I'm gonna get the camera. Boom, I know how to edit, you know what I mean? So it's like just creating that team. And it's like, it's changed. People have came in, people have came out, people have came in, stayed, and moved into a different lane of it, you know what I mean? Like it's always changing and growing, but like cultivating that team, so, you know what I'm saying? Like that is everything.
It takes a lot of work too. As you said, like people come and go, you know, and only few stay for it, but those that stay are definitely key players.
And if you gotta go, it's love, bro. Like, you know
what
I'm saying? Like this shit's a lot, bro. This shit's a lot. You know what I mean?
It's,
So
it's
like,
definitely. Another thing I did wanted to ask you, this whole Atlanta movement, this as you can see, it's a lot of talent out here.
Yeah.
You've been creating your noise as well. I mean, at least me, I really got to kind of know you maybe about it a little bit over a year ago as far as musically. I've always kind of heard about you. But I know I looked at your music and your catalog, and I know you've been dropping since like 2018, at least professionally, musically, and like on the social platforms.
Yeah.
But how's the journey? Where has it like? Have you had to make adjustments? Did you first came into the music doing a certain style and then realized there was something more? Like, what's your connection here with it, like the whole Atlanta movement and everything that's going on out here? Because I can tell a lot of other artists, they kind of that surround you, they have their own movement that's dope. Like, you know, you got the Cesars, the Fresco Feliz, the Patrick Zays. There's a few more, you know, that I still have to remember their names, but those are the ones that I kind of see that are around your movement, and I see this kind of like camaraderie that you guys have for each other. Like, how does that come into you working with these different artists out here and collabing and stuff like that?
Well, as far as I don't really be on the like I'm the one shit. I'm like
No, for sure.
I'm always I'm on them. I'm one of them ones.
Yeah.
I'm one of them ones, and I like working with other ones.
That's
You
right.
know what I mean? So it's like I noticed that when I be going around in the city, like different events and shit, meeting different crews, cliques, or whatever it is. Like there's usually one standout dude who got a style. And he's probably like, you know, he's hard. He probably got his own vibe.
Yeah.
And I can see the people around him like, oh, maybe he might just be shining just a little too bright. You know what I'm saying? And you like thinking you got to do that. You got to do what he's doing. You know what I'm saying? I can see how his sound impacts everybody's. And a little too much.
Yeah.
A little too much. You know what I mean? All those artists that you just named, hey, Cesar, Fresco, all these fools, like the crew, the fam, you know what I'm saying? Like they all stand by themselves.
Yeah,
you know what I'm saying? They all stand by themselves. Zay don't sound like Fresco. Cesar
no,
don't
and
sound
that's
like,
what I was
you know
gonna
I'm
say.
Like,
Everybody has their own sound.
We don't sound like each other, but we all come together and make some really cool shit. Whether you know all of us individual, you know what I'm saying? It just flows organically, bro. So like really like that's what. Those are the type of relationships that I choose to like hold close. You know what I'm saying? Like, cause it's like, look how cool this shit is. You know what I'm saying? Like,
no, and every time I've seen the events, I've been to a few of them, and then I see the reaction. I see the music, the sound is speaking for itself. The music, the performances.
Yeah.
Like everybody's like getting on that stage and killing it, no matter who's in front of it, no matter who's there, who's not.
Yeah,
and
exactly.
It's a vibe, you know. Like that's kind of where I was like, you know, it's a different scene that I haven't been exposed to, and me going to a past few of the events like the art shows, the Oya Fest, and all that stuff. It helped me really see this other side of the music that is like these guys are doing their thing just like everybody else, but they have this organic sound, organic feel. The music is different. Everybody's different, and to me, that's dope. You know, that's something.
I appreciate that. That's dope.
Definitely
that's dope.
that I think is growing, and I think it's gonna be really dope for the music out here in Atlanta.
Yes, it's its own culture, really. That's how powerful it is. It's its own culture. Out like, you know what I'm saying? Inside of like one of the most powerful cities in the world.
Bro,
you know what I'm saying?
I remember years back when in Atlanta. It would be hard to gather Hispanics out there. You know, it would be either like Gwinnett, Buford Highway, maybe Marietta. You know, now you got so many Latinos everywhere and all in the city too. You know, it's almost like the first generations grew up, moved to the city. A lot of them, you know, became either entrepreneurs, successful people. They moved to the city, and now it's like you see us everywhere. Everywhere, no. But speaking of everywhere, I seen that you was doing a little bit of like a media thing with this Parceros United record. Bro, I seen you in so many different spots like every other day. I was like every weekend you was somewhere pushing this record. I think you even took it out of state.
Oh yeah.
Tell us a little bit about this this thing you did with Parceros United, or the song called Parceros United. Tell us a little bit more about that record.
Shit, so Parceros United and shit, man. It's been a good summer. Like it really it set the summer off. It came about as man, I'm just on Instagram one day. I was at the park, just walking the dog, walking the dog, just chilling. I get sent a post that said looking for a Colombian American rapper, and I like. You know, there's hella Colombians around here, like, when that shit, you know what I'm saying? The motherfuckers just sending me this shit, you know what I mean? Like, yo. And I'm like, all right, bet. you know, it was like follow them or something, you know. Meanwhile, same shit's happening to them. Everybody's sending them me. Everybody's sending them me. So they were just like, yeah, bro. I get a call like a week later from a producer named Santi Bell. He's from Medellin. He be bouncing from Medellin in Miami. He's like, yeah, bro, we're doing this song. Like, bro, like it's really an experiment. Like we're doing a cumbia that's gonna be the anthem for the Copa America tournament for Colombians, and it's like the big thing is the chant. You know what I mean? That the fans do. Somos de Colombia.
Yeah,
you know what I mean?
Yeah.
So like that was like they were pushing that, and we want to push. It's missing a rapper. We need a rapper on it. They sent me the beat. It was cumbia. It was cool. I rapped on cumbia before, like Crybaby. You know Felicita?
Yeah, Felicita. Yes.
So like you know, I was. It wasn't that I hadn't done it before. You know what I mean? It just took a second like to catch it. You know what I mean? Like that Crybaby joint, we built that organically from scratch. This one was one that I'm like jumping on. So it's kind of just like, you know, I had to find it. And I was kind of in my head, I was like, man, I don't know, how should I come on it? I talked to Santi Bell, and he was like, man, just do your thing on it. Just do your thing. So I talked my shit.
Hey.
And it was all under the umbrella of Parceros United, this Instagram community that basically just targets Colombian Americans and Colombians abroad, but people really that are just excited about Colombian culture.
Nice.
So it don't have to be, you don't have to be Colombian to be a parcero, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah,
like,
you just gotta have love for it.
You just gotta have love for it. So, you know, they host like travels, like visits to Cartagena. You never been, you're trying to go, these guys will take you out there, show you the whole, take you on the whole experience. And they do really cool, they very close to soccer, you know what I'm saying?
Nice.
Like they're very much like, know everything that's going on like that. Like how I know hip hop, they know, you know what I'm saying? So it's like, they run with that. So between the promotion on their page and then the reach on, my bad, I completely forgot. None of it would have been done either without La Fragua. It's a cumbia band based in Medellin. Yeah, so they handled, you know, like a lot of
the production is crazy.
Bro, they were like...
Bro, I was like, nah, that's not a Fruity Loop beat.
No, they recorded
that shit sounded like the real shit.
It was real shit, so it was cool. Yeah, we were originally just going to go to Houston to shoot content for it. Bro, and it was just like, the love was just like crazy, bro. Like, it was nuts. It was nuts. Like, it was like, so you ever had God moments? You ever had God moments? Like, I had like I seen God in Houston, bro. And it was like, it was beautiful, you know what I mean? Like, it was cool. So I was like, man, nah, like, this is it. Like, this is the, we got to ride. This is the tour. This is the tour.
Yeah.
You got to go out there and see your fan base. You know what I mean?
Ultimately, I mean, I seen some of the stuff you guys would post and even other people that were a part of that, like the DJs that went out of state with you guys. And bro, every time you would say, like, I think one of the main videos that really stood out was the one where you're standing on top of the bar and you start singing the verse, and your verse goes in, and it's just everybody's just in that bitch.
Yeah.
Like, the soccer game playing, but people turning up too. It's not like they like just there watching. And so like to me, I was like, yo, this record is really connecting with people in a way.
We did that in Houston. We did that in Arizona. We did that in Charlotte. And we took it to Miami for the final.
Hey.
Yeah, to Miami for the final. So
Nah,
it
that's
it was a
dope.
ride, bro. It was a lot of fun. A lot of work. It was a lot of work.
Yeah.
Like people like my boy, he's seen all the shit. I hadn't seen him in a while, but he's like, man, bro, you're going crazy. He's like, how much fun are you having? And I'm like, man, like, I wouldn't call it fun. But I'll say this, I feel alive. Hey. You know what I mean? Like, I feel alive. It's a different, like fun you're just doing like, there ain't no mode, you know what I'm saying? Like there ain't no.
It's almost like you're investing. It's like it's a very hardworking investment, but that you get this energy out of it because of the result.
Yeah, like ask anybody if you've ever been out of town with me or done. We want to bust the heist. It's work.
No, and like they say
the whole time.
There's nothing like that out of town love. Out of towners will show you love. They don't care who you are. As long as the music is fire and what you're saying is dope, they will bob their head. They will put their hands up. Yeah,
it's almost kind of like cliche. Like I've been hearing that forever. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like leave your hometown. Like you got to go out there. But man, that shit's true.
Hey, unfortunately, that's the truth. But speaking of in town love, I know that when you come out to these different shows out here lately, I mean, you getting the love. You've always gotten I mean, even from when I first heard some of your first stuff, not the 2018 stuff, but in 2023, I know you did a lot of different art shows, and I think you're still doing some of those art shows. Tell us a little bit about what shows you have coming up, what events, if you have anything that you have coming up soon
Yeah,
to let the people know. Because
August.
definitely the vibe in live in person. I mean, I don't know if you've seen this guy's Instagram. He's always dropping some dope content, and when you see him on Instagram, he be on that vibe. He be dancing. He just be it's a vibe. And so to see that in person with the music, and then you listen to the actual lyrical content, I mean, bro, and I hate to compare artists with other major artists, but you give me like the Latino Kendrick vibes.
Okay.
To be honest, just because I literally went through your catalog today, just on the way to the studio, and bro, there's a few in there that they're like anthems, like hip hop anthems.
That's dope.
They're not they're not commercial whatsoever, but they're that type of hip hop like that you can turn the fuck up and it's a vibe. Like you feeling that type of way that day, you're gonna bump to that shit.
Yeah.
I think not like them or not
like them.
Them. That's one of those that, bro.
Shout out produced by Trell for that.
Hey, for real, like that's one of them joints that it's like you ain't faking the funk.
Yeah.
And that's kind of like that's kind of what I feel like that's your persona. Like you're letting people know like it's cool to be you. Just be you. You know what I'm saying? Because we ain't faking it over here. And look how dope this is. You know what I'm saying? And I think you portray that really well in a humble way. You know, because it's not like you're out here bragging about anything but being happy, being with your close friends, being with your family, being, you know, like you said, even it's shown in your merch. This is like your livelihood, what you come from. You're trying to always show that everything organic. We ain't trying to commercialize anything, and you can still have fun and have some good music because that's that shit I'll bump to whether I'm in the club or on the way to the club just as much as I would some commercial shit.
Yeah,
you know what I'm saying? You got a lot of classics in that catalog that have that vibe like entirely.
First of all, I just want to say I appreciate you for saying all that and for, you know what I mean, and letting me know all that and do it and going and listening to it and being tapped in and like, you know what I'm saying, and like ultimately doing your job, you know what I'm saying? Like you should like that, you know what I mean? Like, and that kind of thing, like you sometimes you see you get some recognition like that, like you see somebody get recognition like that and you think like, oh man, he made one song and like, you know what I mean? Like he got a little bit of attention now, like they doing that shit. Like, no, I've been out here for a long time rapping, and like a lot of sacrifice come with that. You know what I mean? A lot of not doing some shit you would love to do, or not a lot of not doing some shit you would like to do, and doing shit you don't want to do to do the shit you love to do. You know what I mean? Like
it takes blood, sweat, and tears, man.
Yeah, thank you for that.
And people don't realize that sometimes they think it's just another motherfucker on a track rapping this that. Nah, like I kind of try to dissect some of the lyrics, and I'm just like, yo, this dude's speaking some shit. Like
you figure out my life,
and it's uplifting. Yeah, it's not like you have this negative connotation or tone to your music. Nah, it's like, bro, you could do some shit and look at me doing it, and this is my life, and I'm having fun while doing it. So I think it's dope. Speaking of that, I know you end up telling us about the shows. You said what date was the next show?
August 17th in Atlanta.
August 17th.
It is most likely the only time. No, I ain't gonna say that, but it's gonna be one of the fewer shows that I do in Atlanta this year.
Okay.
And this one, I need to see everybody.
Is this going to be the last? It might be the last one for the year.
I ain't going to say it's the last one. I ain't going to say it's the last one.
You said it too early.
I'm saying I ain't going to say it's the last one. But this one's going to be like, yo, this shit going to be a house party. And let me tell you, the house is fly as fuck.
Yeah,
like,
you was telling me behind the camera.
This shit's going to be lit.
Yes.
I need the fucking... the living room dress, you know what I'm saying?
Okay, so dress to impress.
Yeah, come looking fly, come feel good about yourself, and it's like it's an art show. Like, come enjoy the show. It's gonna be great.
Yo, everybody, definitely stay put. We're gonna definitely keep you guys updated on that event. Shit, and this spot just might pull up. You know, we definitely gonna pull up.
You're welcome to.
If they give me a little access to bring in the camera, we'll
easy call, bro.
Get a little footage
you and me, let's go
for sure. But definitely. Besides that, tell us, man, what's coming up for Butch Vega, man? What do you have that's gonna come out? Do you have any current releases that you're getting ready to drop? Have you promoted? I know you kind of came back from the whole Parceros United movement and the Copa America.
The Parceros United shit went so crazy, bro. Like, it was dope. It was dope because it provided opportunity to keep going out of town.
Yeah.
So after, like, you know, the next weekend after that, I thought it was over, and then I was like, man, we can go to Nashville and do it because the DJs respect it. You know what I'm saying? The DJs already
that's dope.
You know what I'm saying? The keys are open. You know what I'm saying? So the doors are open. So it's been pushing that to that, and really, man, I was ready to get back in the studio. I was really ready to get back in the studio.
Okay, yeah, we seen that you was in the studio not long ago.
Yeah, so that's really, it's been a lot of that. It's been just shooting more videos, man. Like, you know, I got so much shit in the tuck. But this shit is strategy.
Well, I wanted to ask you, we did see that you just got back from Colombia and you shot some really, I know you was out there working, probably shooting some visuals.
Yeah.
But I know that you kind of, I saw some of the stuff you were releasing, bro, and it's very documentary. Like, it's very like in the life of Butch Vega type. It's dope visuals, by the way, man. Sure. The editing is crazy on there. But is that something that you plan on continuing to do with your visuals attached to your music and kind of give it like a documentary style of
yeah,
you?
like my team has always been big on, hey, like we can create it all in house. We tell the story. We have ultimate control of, you know, the story we tell. Like we run it. So everything's been documented. Like we were, you know, most of them trips, the team was with me. You know what I mean? Yeah. We were capturing everything. We're working on a documentary.
Nice.
Yeah, like, man, I'm super blessed to be with my people hold me down, bro.
No,
like, this shit, like, I could not do, like, cannot do this shit.
Hey, big shout out to the team because it does show in your work. You know what I'm saying? Your work, all the way from the music to the visuals to even the way that when you post something, you have this support behind you that's also following up with it. And it shows, man. So I think definitely you got something dope going on. I can't wait to hear some more stuff. What's next for you musically? Let us know. Give us a little bit of little preview of something. Not necessarily musically, but like to show us. But let us know what are you dropping singles? Is there an EP coming? Is there a body of work? Or like what's going on with Butch Vega?
Everything Heist World right now.
Hey.
It's everything Heist World. And like I want to give you like. I wish I could give you dates, but the thing about them heists is when they hit, you can't know. Hey, you know what I mean? Like, like that's part of the strategy. You know
I noticed that. Yeah, you on that kind of like 2-3 days right before boom. Hey, this is where we gonna be at. Let's go.
I like everything to feel right. But I can say that I'm very excited. I'm very excited, and there's so much music that I can't wait to release. Like, there's so many different energies and different resources and different ingredients getting added to the sancocho, you know what I mean? Like it's just getting a little.
That's just only getting better.
Yeah, it's only getting better. Like sometimes you just gotta let that little motherfucker sit on the stove for a little bit,
let it
for a couple hours, you know. But it's all going good, bro. Really, I'm really just trying to get back on the road, bro. That's really what it is. I'm ready. I'm really ready to get back on the road. There's places that need me, you know what I mean? Like so. I'll most likely spend the rest of the end of the year in Colombia again. Okay. There's a bunch of artists over there that I've already started working with.
I saw you was getting in the studio out there too when you went the first time or this recent time.
Yeah, it's you know, I like locking in with artists. Like that's not to say that I like that you know, we just make one and it's dope. Like it can be that, but like sometimes it ain't about the first song you made together. Sometimes it's about that fifth one. You know what I mean? Like
that relationship you build with that person, because you know everybody's creative. 2 heads, 3 heads are better than one. Sometimes that the collaborative part of it is always a good vibe.
But as far as I'll tell you, I've been working with a bunch of producers. I'm working with Chunky.
Hey, shout out to Chunky.
Yeah, with Chunky. Me and Chunky got a crazy flavor together. Me and Cesar got a pack that's just like, it's nuts. I got songs with Fresco, of course. And man, me and Zay, I'm telling you, when me and Zay decide to pull the trigger,
I was about to say, you and Zay need to just do like a little EP if y'all ain't already working on that, bro, because that shit's gonna be crazy.
Me and Zay got a couple EPs, you know what I'm saying, a couple projects. Like, it's possible with artists, like, you know what I'm saying, like they all are also working, like, you know what I mean, at that. That shit, it's pretty clear when that shit's at the forefront of your life. Yeah. You know what I mean? It's forefront of your life. So it's like, I love seeing that.
It shows.
I love seeing it in other people too. You know what I mean? Like, it's a cool community we got out here. You know,
that's fire.
Cool shit. But yeah, there's a lot coming. I can't say that I've been. There is more cumbia coming. You know what I mean? There's definitely more cumbia coming. It's really truly an original sound. I'm more excited about all the music that I have right now, like, than I have been in a really long time. it's one of them ones.
So what besides cumbia, obviously hip hop, because that's like that's what you really starting to do or like started with. What other genres are you tackling? What other genres are you like kind of trying to explore with? What are some of the other sounds that we could see Butch like hopping on?
It's to me the way that I look at it.
Yeah.
I don't try to look at it genre wise.
Okay.
I just make a fucking song and I'm gonna do me on it. Now whether we start talking to the industry and shit like that, like it's a very clear line of like Latin or urban.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? And I'm like, I understand. I understand what there's a difference, especially when you're targeting these playlists and you're trying to, market. Like I understand the dilemma here, but for me as an artist, I'm just making music, man. Correct. Like, you know what I mean? I'm just making good music that I speak about whatever's going on in my life or reflecting other people's experiences that I'm, you know what I mean? Like finding a voice. I might hang out with you for 3 days. You might tell me something. I'm going through it with blah, blah, blah. Like we dealing with this. I'm like, damn, bro, I seen that shit like that. You know what I mean? Might take that perspective. I'm rapping in your voice. You know what I mean? From like, just based on the conversations, finding that voice. So that's what I do with the songs. Now, whether that's gonna come out in English or in Spanish, over a boom bap beat, over some groove shit, over some cumbia shit, over some trap shit, it's difficult to market that because it's so big. Yeah. But it's hard to be the first, but it's easy to be the one. And I'm one of them ones. So it's like, you know what I mean? Like, it's like, you gonna like the food, just eat it. Just taste it, you gonna like it. Hey, you know what I mean? Like
you heard it from the man. Yeah. We don't know. So, I tried to get some info. But hey, just wait on it. And Instagram is Butch_Vega. So make sure you follow and keep up with what's going on with my guy here, man. Definitely, I think that you got something really dope going on. I'm following it. I'm keeping up to it, keeping up to date with it. Another thing is, before we try to close this out, I want to know a little bit more about you. What are some of your inspirations on musically? Like maybe some artists that you growing up maybe heard, and that's kind of like what kind of got you into this music thing. Typical question is just let's say top 5 artists that probably, and if you got 10 to say 10, but
it's hard for me to say top. I'd rather say like
not top 5. Like name me 5 artists that have influenced you.
I say artists that have moments where they've been all I listen to.
Okay,
you know what I mean?
Go.
Like they just like I'm just like damn. I just got these 3 projects they dropped crazy.
Yeah.
Shit. I said the Snoop and Dre shit was the first shit I started.
Oh yeah, I heard that. Yeah, that one's a classic.
Probably
right
like man moments. Bro, there were moments where you couldn't tell me that Kevin Gates wasn't the fucking best rapper. Like there was a string of projects, like rappers like Spitta, like Currency. I love his career. I love his career, independent and like rich, but like kept his mind frame.
And
like
this was back when it was rare to be independent like that.
Rare
like,
to be
not many
independent,
people to do
like
was doing
you know what I mean. Like champion the bud, like that's so you know what I'm saying. And like just kept like seemed like kept the sense of morality and intact. You know what I mean. Like I see that at, like sometimes like, you see artists that you grew up listening to, you love, but you meet them and it's like damn, bro, like who's in like what's in there, bro? Yeah. You know what I mean. Like the eyes, like this looks, and I'm like. I mean, I ain't never met Spitta, but just based on the way he speaks, it seems like now you kept it intact. You didn't lose it. You know what I mean? So that shit. I mean, bro, it's like I can't forget about Up North. You know what I mean? Like there's a dude named Axel Leon. I don't know if you're familiar with him, bro. He's dead nice. He's Puerto Rican dude. He started battle rapping. He just got signed to Nicky Jam. He just got signed to Nicky Jam. Yeah, and he's dead nice, bro. And I used to see him like it wasn't that he wasn't dope as fuck, but it kind of seemed like he had hit a plateau there for a second. Like I just kind of quit releasing. And I don't know him personally or anything like that.
Yeah.
But I just always think, man, bro, he's so dope. Like, bro, if he's not on, how the fuck is you know what I'm saying? Yeah. I'm like, bro, that's God level MC right there. You know what I mean? Damn. And I'm like, shit, but not, like seeing them like, yo, he's still out there. He's still out there and it's moving.
And I mean, he's signed with Nicky Jam. Yeah, he's obviously doing
that
something.
Shit inspires me. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah,
that shit
sure.
inspires me. So artists like that, and I'm a fan of a lot of people, bro. Like I love hip hop very much. So I love music in general. I mean, like, but hip hop has always just been like
when you create your music, are you involved at the level of production as well? Like, do you like to produce? Have you dabbled into that world of production?
I'll get with a producer and bring him. I'm like, hey, listen to the 30 seconds right here in this song. You know what I'm saying? I'm like, that's the sample right there. You know what I mean? And then like we fuck with it, or even give like feedback on the like, nah, it needs like, you know, something like that. But as far as me telling you what like the number, like that's a 1/4 or whatever, you know what I'm saying? Like, nah, I don't got you with the math, bro. Like I don't got you. I can't tell you that.
No, but hey, but you're also taking in production when you're actually thinking about those elements and moving them around.
Yeah,
that's still part of executive producing. Is kind of what it would be.
Yeah. Like that. Like I the learning curve. I like to work so fast. Like when I'm in the studio, I'd like. And it comes from just me working alone so many times. You know, like I'll engineer myself, so it's like there's a certain, you know, you can't do it faster than I can react to it. You know Correct. What I'm saying? So it's like I got kind of used to being able to create fast. So when I get in there and it's like, man, I'm about to make a beat. Like, damn, bro, it's been 1 hour and 30 minutes. This motherfucker does not knock yet. You know what I mean? Like it is not it. But so yeah, I maybe one day I will get into it. But for now, it's like. No, I'll give you feedback. Let's cultivate a sound. You know what I'm saying? Let's make something original. I love when a producer is already a little in tune of my sound.
Gotcha.
You know what I mean? Once our relationship gets that tight, like shout out Destruction, bro. Destruction is the amazing producer.
Is that who? That's who mainly does most of your vocal work, or are you just work with everybody?
No. Producers that I be working with, man. Destruction be giving me them packs. Cesar be giving me them packs. Trail, my boy, I got a homeboy Mo, man. He's just like so tapped in with the producers, like man.
Mo, I know Mo. Yeah,
Mo is Mo Sky,
Mo Sky. You already know.
Yeah, that's my boy. He was tired though. He was tired when we went out to Charlotte. He's like, yeah, I went out with Butch to Charlotte. I thought we were gonna be lit. We came out here to work. I'm like, that's right, bro. That's right. But he's solid, bro. He's
a solid dude, man. Shout out to Mo.
He be coming through with these beats, bro, and like you know, like. I gotta say, man, like, you know, like this shit takes a lot of people to keep going. You know what I'm saying? Like a lot of people, like whether it's like the people supporting me directly or like buying shit, you know what I'm saying? Like buying the merch, or it's the people helping with the videos, helping document, helping tell my story, helping me organize my mind, conversations with friends, events that friends throw that like, man, maybe I was going through it. Maybe I didn't want to rap ever again. You know what I'm saying? And then I got a good show in, and boom, right back heist mode. You know? So it's like, this shit takes a lot of.
Man, tell us about that heist mode movement, Heist World.
Yeah, but
well, tell me, where does that come from? Is that like the takeover? Like
heist comes from. Basically, it's like, what's a heist? A heist ain't no like rinky-dink robbery here. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like we ain't hitting no fucking 7-Eleven hoping we get away and get 20 for fucking $500. You know what I mean? Like,
the trust fund.
This is calculated. This is strategy. This is well thought. This is effort. This is time. This is like, we are betting everything on this. We need this. We're putting all the work in, and we come from different. We're all special in different ways. Everybody on my team, like they have their own lane, their own talent, their own.
If you look at any heist movie, it's always 6 people from 6 different worlds.
6 different walks. So it's like coming together to that for one common purpose. It ain't about stealing. It ain't about taking or anything like that. It's about execution. You know what I mean? Being prepared. So like, and they can see it. They can see it when I start saying shit like heist. You know what I mean? Like I'll just start saying that shit in conversation. Like, this is the move tonight. This is what we're gonna do. Boom, 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 and it goes fast. Cause I like going fast with what's in front of me, but also balancing that and being strategic.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? That's where it's like, cause you can go crazy all day and like, but if there's no strategy behind it,
yeah,
you know
it's
like,
almost like wasted energy.
It's crickets, but like just something just like work, like them. You start hitting them 4 a.m. wake ups, and then you're good. Them 4:30 a.m. fall asleep. Like go back to bed. It's like, oh shit, man, that was a lot. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? That was a lot.
Hey, but we see the work, man, and definitely the movement and even I know you have some merch attached. So like, tell us about the merch,
bro.
I know right now you rocking a different merch, right? But you have the hat, which I'm guessing the hat is from Heist World, like your brand.
You know, it's still Daydream Click.
You know, Daydream Click. I did see the hats, man. I need to get me one.
Yeah, bro.
Definitely.
It's been cool, man. Like it's been cool, like seeing motherfuckers like from Chi towns, from Chicago, fucking placing orders, like motherfuckers I ain't never met. You know what I'm saying? Like it's like organic love. You know what I mean? I'm like, damn, that's hard. Like, and just like seeing them coming from to like Connecticut. Shout out Connecticut, been fucking with me. Like just random, like you know what I'm saying? Man, I'm like, it's just like
that is fire.
It's like it's blessed. It's just like it's like. I don't even know if it gets me excited, but it humbles me at the same time. Like, damn, okay, you know, hey, like this is a blessing. Don't fuck it up.
Yeah, you got more work to do.
Yeah, there's more work to do. There's more shit to do.
I mean, it's working, but let's keep it working. Yeah. Definitely. No, that's fire, man. I mean, I seen a couple people rocking the hats and the and even the merch when you did the 404 joints.
404 joints.
Yeah, I need to know if them still available because I need to place my order.
But here's the way the high shit works, bro. The high shit. If you sleep, you will have to pay a sleeper's tax.
Hey,
if you asleep, you're gonna have to pay a sleeper's tax.
You gotta strike when the iron hot.
That's kind of across the board how I work. Like sleepers gotta kind of pay a little bit of a tax, bro. Like I don't hate you. I don't hate you, but like you know, you slept, you're gonna have to pay a little bit more. So that's the way the merch rolls out. So that's like dope. I'm gonna drop it, and it's gonna be a price, and then just once I decide that button's ready to push, it's gonna go up, and they will most likely continue to go up. So you know what I mean? It's kind of just like that's the way I see it because it's truly a piece of art. It's truly a moment in my life.
Yeah,
and a lot of work got put into it. You know what I mean? And like. I take incredible value and appreciation for the people that are seeing it and are in tune of it. You know what I mean? Because it's you know it's so special. It's so unique. I work so hard at it that it can't be obvious to everyone. You know what I'm saying? It's only the people who have like.
Well, those in tune always, you know, are always rewarded with the access to it ahead of time. So if you're in tune, then you know.
If you're in tune, like,
if you don't, then you got to get in tune.
Catch the next one.
Hey,
you know what I'm saying? Like,
damn, I'm gonna have to catch that next one.
Yeah, but yeah, bro. No, it's been cool, and it's nice to have something else outside of music to be creative on. You know what I'm saying? Because I'll bang my head in the studio all night, and like you know what I mean. But like. Let me see like what let me see how I can make this fly. Like how can I incorporate Colombia? Like man, I took this photo in Medellin 2 a.m. in like in a little outskirt neighborhood right there at the bar, and it was like that shit. You know what I'm saying? Like
shit look fire.
You there's too many things that had to line up for that to happen.
Yeah,
you know what I mean. So it's like that needs to be documented. So. I love exploring other ways of creativity like that.
Man, I can't wait to see what you drop musically. I know everybody else that's in tune with what you got going on can't wait either.
Yeah.
I definitely I'm gonna be following up with you. I'm gonna be in tune with everything. Course, definitely catch the next drop.
I know you got your ears out here, bro.
Oh man, I'm trying. I'm trying to keep up. It's a lot going on, and it's really good though. It's good because it gives me work and it gives other people the realization that hey, there's some shit going on out here. You just gotta get on your shit and start dropping your shit because it's a lot of things moving out here. The attention is coming out here a lot too.
A question outside. Well, you can keep hip hop in there, but like all genres, right?
Yeah.
The movement going on out here. Who are you excited about?
Honestly, I'll be honest with you. I'm excited because I do like hip hop and I listen to hip hop. I want to see that side. I'm rooting for you guys just a little bit more just because I know the commercial side, the reggaeton, that has already kind of like an audience and not saying the hip hop doesn't, but I think Latin wise out of Atlanta, it's been a little scarce. Like you got your guys, but it's like almost more of these guys over here. So I'm rooting for you guys.
Whose fault do you think that is?
I think it could be potentially the listeners, the people out here not doing the research. I think a lot of people lack research, and so they think that this is the only thing that's out here when it's really a bigger picture. And I put myself guilty of thinking that it was just here when it's here. You know?
Okay.
So I'm a part of that. And that's kind of why even I've got inspired to do the channel and say, hey, we're gonna expose not just these guys or these guys, everything that's going on musically out here, and tapping in not just the Latinos, but even in the English, because you got Latinos that are doing the English thing. You know, there's a bunch.
Yeah, I mean,
it's not many that's like.
It's such a cross culture that we got, bro. Like, especially like speaking for like Gwinnett, all Gwinnett activity, like this shit is like a cross culture, bro. Like I didn't grow up rapping in Spanish, bro. You know what I'm saying? Like, you know, like
I grew up freestyling in English.
Yeah, I grew up freestyling in English and
the DJ Clue tape beats,
all that shit,
all that old shit.
Yeah, bro, we 25 minutes away from DeKalb County, bro. You know what I'm saying? Like I heard the Zaytoven shit first. You know what I mean? Like I know where these
Baby
sounds
D.
came from. You know what
Baby
I'm saying?
D, Atlanta, like definitely like before the Soulja Boys.
Memphis, bro.
Yeah, Memphis
is such a mecca, bro.
T-Rock, all that.
T-Rock,
you know
bro.
what you know?
T-Rock was my favorite fucking rapper. T-Rock had a moment in my life where you could not tell me T-Rock wasn't the best fucking rapper in the world. Southside.
I had a moment where I was like, man, 3 6 Mafia, what, bro? It's T-Rock.
It was crazy when he went at him. That shit was so dope.
So yeah, no, I see what you're saying. Definitely is more than just that one thing, especially us being out here from that era or even before, maybe in the late 90s, early 2000s. We've been exposed to this type of music to where we have the Latin side, but we also been introduced to the Outkast and, you know, the T.I.s, and even before that, just the Gucci Man, the early Gucci Man tape. So it's like shit. all that
Dat Piff era and all that.
I think that one beautiful thing about here in Atlanta is that you hear a little bit of everything, whether it's cumbia, reggaeton, hip hop, some trap. It's all kind of like, it's a cultural thing out here that we're kind of, as Latinos, exposed to this different type of music, even from an early age. Since you've been here for a while, I've been here for a while. But yeah, I mean, I feel like there's still a little bit that needs to happen here in Atlanta as far as like more uniting. I think there's a little disconnect as well, whether it's from the artist to the people or the people to the artists, the DJs, the promoters. I mean, I think like how we were kind of saying is like there's a little bit of a responsibility on both sides that needs to happen.
Yeah.
To make things.
It's both sides, man. Like I think there's accountability on both ends, like from artists and industry.
Yeah.
Artists, you need to ask yourselves, like, are you putting yourself in a place to be blessed? Are you doing everything you can to get blessed? Are you pulling up? Are you supporting? Are you pitching the right type of records to the DJs to play?
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like, ask yourself, like, watch the party. Is this gonna stop the party? Is this gonna change? You know what I'm saying? Like, what is it? Are you attacking the right nights? You know what I mean? Like maybe it ain't the Latin night. Maybe you need to go to the
English night.
Yeah, to the English night. You know what I'm saying? Like find like artists, don't be staring at no closed door for too long. You know what I'm saying? Look at the doors that are open. You know what I mean? And I can say that because that's what I had to tell myself. You know what I'm saying? Like you keep wondering why shit ain't lining up when there's a lot of other shit lining up that like you would have pressed the gas this way, you probably already lapped.
Yeah, I think,
know what I mean?
Yes, and I like that you said that because I feel like a lot of artists try to take that same path.
Yeah.
Behind somebody that may have done it at 3-5 years ago, but every year the game changes. Every year there's new promoters, there's new people, there's new promotion companies that are doing different events. If you're too focused over here, you're gonna miss out all the opportunities on this other side.
Artists are the only people who like expect all the support and don't support back. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Like get creative on how to support. You know what I mean? Like it can look like a lot of things, bro. Like Marty Strez, this shirt right here, right?
Hey,
bro,
shout out to Marty Strez.
I seen bro at the art show the other weekend selling shit. I thought it was fly. I thought it was dope. Hey man, reach out, bro. If you ever want to like pull up to a shoot or something, you know what I'm saying? Like, let me ride that shit. It's fly. You know what I mean? Like, that's it. You know what I'm saying? And then boom, we just expand and then you know what I'm saying? Like, we don't know what shit's about to be like crazy, but we can control that shit. We can mold it. You know what I mean? So it's like get creative in those ways. Industry. Just do your job. Just do your job. You know what I'm saying? I feel like play the records. Find the place where the record plays. You know what I'm saying? If you're a DJ, you DJing everywhere, you got all these different outlets. Hey, man, the music works.
Yeah.
The music works. It's your job to break it. You know what I'm saying?
You
like,
make it or break it.
You know what I mean? And that's not to say that some DJs, you know what I mean? It's not saying all DJs, you know what I'm saying? But there's just times when I'm like, man, like, you know what I'm saying? Like,
There's definitely I know that there's something brewing out here. There's a lot of people that are on that side where we thinking positively, like let's figure out the solution to it. But there's also, you know, some DJs that definitely, you know, they're a little bit more stubborn, more hard to get to. But ultimately, it's like you said, it's
ultimately like back to the artist, like, and don't let these things discourage you. Don't let these things discourage you. You know what I mean?
Make them want to play you. Like, you gotta make them want to play you.
You know, they don't owe you nothing, bro. They don't owe you a fucking thing. They don't owe you shit. And you can get really close to just like thinking like you're walking around with an attitude, walking around pissed off like somebody owes you some shit. Bro, don't nobody owe you shit. Get to work. Get to work. And enjoy the shit you're doing and put your heart into it and have some faith in it. It don't matter if you're a Patrick Zay creating his own lane and then like throwing like amazing events, you know what I'm saying? It don't matter. It don't matter if that's what it looks like. If you're a Felicita and doing regional Mexican music out of Atlanta, do it, because you know who else is doing that? Fucking the list goes on of these people who are doing special things inside of music, inside of Atlanta. That, bro, they need, like, it's beautiful. Like, just you don't got to do much.
Press play
at the right place. You know what I mean? Like, it feeds everything, the ecosystem. So it's two-sided, and it's like you have to remember when you're doing these things that people aren't perfect, and you cannot hold these grudges forever.
No, and
you know
I think that, like, being an artist is about perfecting your craft.
It is,
so
bro.
It takes time. It's a process, you know.
It is, and like, you know, we some grown men, but we young out here. You know what I'm saying? Like, this culture that's happening, that's rising. You know what I'm saying? It's a young one. You know what I'm saying? It's a young one. So it's like, you got to give time for the kinks to work out. You know what I'm saying? You got to give time for that infrastructure to fall into place. Just hopefully we're in a place where, you know, people are operating from just good faith, the want of this shit to work. And, you know, like, leave the ego out the door, man. Leave the ego out the door.
And I think that's one of the key points. Ego, pride. Not like when it comes to music, it gets in the way. You know, it gets in the way of being creative. It gets in the way of working with other individuals. Instead of looking at the bigger picture, you're stuck in this me. And it's like, yeah, you can do everything yourself. You can have a team and everything, but if you can't coexist in the ecosystem, it, you know.
Yeah, I'm just big on that. Pride comes before the fall. Pride comes before the fall. I ain't saying don't let nobody treat you bad.
Nah, for sure.
If they sleeping on you, bro, let them go to sleep. You know what I'm saying? That sleep does not affect
they
you,
gonna
bro.
pay that sleeper fee.
They gonna be tired. You gonna be strong. You know what I'm saying? You're gonna be strong. Like, that's it. Like,
nah, for sure.
So there's too much opportunity. There's too much talent. You know what I mean? Like, everybody just needs to look at themselves and be like, man, am I showing up for me? You know what I'm saying? I'm showing up for me. Keep showing up. Keep showing up, please. As a fan and as somebody who's, you know, like, wants to be one of the champions of this shit out here, you know what I'm saying? Please, let's go hard. Let's go. Dream time's over. Dream time's over. Step it up. Heist world, whatever it takes. Fuck it. You one of them ones? Believe it. Put everything in. Go.
Yeah. I think fear is one of those things that people let get to them, and it just slows you down.
All of us. Nobody's immune to that shit. No one is immune to that shit. Yeah.
Nah, man. Well, hey, Butch, I appreciate you, man. It's been great. Like, I know we could sit here and talk for another whole hour.
For sure.
But definitely, I appreciate you coming by, showing love to InDaSpot. Definitely, we're going to be in tune with what you're doing with Heist World. Let us know where you can get the merch at. What's the website?
Heistworld.com. You can get that shit everywhere. We got cool shit dropping on there. The 404 shirts still are available, but there is a sleeper's tax on it. But, you know, come on in.
Hey, what about in social media? Is
social media, Butch_Vega everywhere, TikTok, all that shit. I like TikTok better than fucking anywhere else.
You've been active in TikTok?
I ain't even gonna lie. I feel like I can just be goofy, bro. Okay. Like, you know what I'm saying,
bro?
Like,
but you have that about you. Like, even on the Instagram material that you drop, it's like when you be dancing and you just be vibing. Like, it's just that TikTok will eat that shit up for real.
It's
like,
funny, bro. Like, yeah, sometimes some people just know me as goofy, and then some people kind of just know me as serious. I'm like, I guess I'm a little bit of both. You know what I mean?
Well, I mean, you know, once you get to know, who really Butch Vega is, then yeah, you'll see the difference in the.
Yeah.
But yeah, from afar, when I first met you, I was like, oh, this guy's very serious. But you're like, oh, what up, bro?
Yeah,
and I'm like,
yeah.
oh, okay, cool. He's not that. Okay.
I'm a very intense thinker. Like I think a lot. I'm very much my brain's always going. And like, I'll be honest, the bud just intensifies that times 1,000. You know what I mean? But that's why I like it. But you know, like I'm not in a bad mood. I'm not unfriendly. It's just, I'm just thinking. You know what I'm saying? I'm just in there.
But thinking is what's gotten you to where you at, bro. And like I said, I want to definitely give you the flowers that you are definitely doing some good work. I look forward to hearing more music. This documentary you speaking of, that shit's gonna be crazy. Just because I know I've seen the pieces of it that you've already kind of shown us. If that's any of that, but if it's gonna look like that, it's gonna look amazing.
Julieta Martinelli.
Hey,
the North
shout
knows
out
her as
to
Juju.
the legend.
There's a
Juju.
These like, I'm telling you, man. Like, it's like I don't like. I take pride in knowing the giants that I'm already around. You know what I'm saying?
Hey.
Like, there's already legends that walk amongst us.
You have a legend next to you, bro.
Accolades. You know what I'm saying? The resumes. You know what I'm saying? Like, so.
And me knowing her from way back, it's just like I'll forever say one of the hardest working journalists.
The hardest.
The hardest. Yeah.
The hardest.
Yeah, actually. Yeah. Because it's not that many out here like that, you know, but she stands out. She's doing amazing work. And now seeing that she's involved with.
You know how I met her?
How?
Bruh, there was just like, it was an Instagram page that just shared it, just made it the story. It was an article that she had written, or I think she was probably getting an award.
Yeah, probably that, you know.
Right, she was getting an award. And I was just like, yo, I ain't never seen nobody. I've never met any Latina or really anybody like that done some shit like get people out of prison and shit. You know what I'm saying?
Bro,
I'm like, what the fuck? That's so cool.
I'm like, no, when I seen stuff like that, I was like, yo, I know her.
Right.
I'm like, I know that girl right there.
Crazy,
yeah, no, definitely, bro. It's great work. I see something good. I see a big future. You know, and I ultimately I love the music, so I can't wait to hear it. I want to hear more of it. Keep us updated. We're gonna be in tune, and definitely we're gonna come back around to it, because you know I like to bring some of my guests, bring them back maybe 6 months from now and talk about what's been going on, what has happened since. So be on the lookout for that. But we do appreciate you, everybody. Please. Stop what you're doing. Make sure you go on all social media platforms, Butch_Vega, or check him out on Spotify, all your digital platforms.
Yes, sir. Heist World, Bogota, Gwinnett, Atlanta, everywhere else, Houston, Chicago. Everybody's showing love, man.
That's right.
Man, Butch Vega, Heist World. We all going up.
Hey, man. Once again, it's your boy FLA, and you are directly here connected and in the spot. Chequeamos.
City of Atlanta in the bitty every day. I pay